I finished book 17 of 20 of the Goodreads Choice Awards mystery and thriller Longlist nominations, and it was Forget Me Not by Stacey Willingham. Unfortunately, it is forgettable. I'm so sorry to make that pun, but it really was not my favorite. So it's one of those missing woman stories, right? You have a woman who is still grieving the loss of her sister. Her sister disappeared 22 years ago. She gets called back home to be with their mom because mom has had an injury. And while she's there, decides to get this job at a vineyard. This vineyard was the last place that her sister was seen. I think her sister used to work there. And so, of course, she's very curious about it and does some digging around. I'm so sorry. It was boring. The writing was fine. It's a slow burn, and I don't mind a slow burn. I'm just more of a psychological thriller type girl myself. I need a little bit of plot. I need something going on here. It did remind me of The Ghostwriter by Julie Clark, but not necessarily in a great way. But you also have that flashing back to the past and the present. But I think that was a part of the issue with me for this one because none of the tension really was in the present day until the last 15% or so. Most of it is her digging around, trying to read journals, figuring out what happened and who people really are. And overall, I just don't think this has much staying power. I'll still try this author again. It just wasn't my favorite. Sadly, I'm giving it 3 stars. The other one that I picked up, this is going to be book 18, is The Widow by John Grisham. John Grisham and I have a long relationship with each other. I have read his books since I was in high school, and I tend to really enjoy them. We are following Simon Latch, who is a lawyer in rural Virginia, and he's down bad. His marriage is falling apart, and he only makes enough money to get by, and he's got a bit of a gambling issue. But then a client walks in, and she is about to be the richest client of his career, and he is trying to help her out with her will and trying to keep her wealth under the radar. But then she gets hospitalized. I knew that was coming. I didn't read the synopsis really beforehand, but I knew, I'm like, something's going to happen to this lady. Simon starts to realize nothing is as it seems, and he finds himself on a trial for a crime he swears he didn't commit murder. I have completely forgotten the synopsis of this, and I'm really excited now because it sounds like it's going to pick up. Again, I'm maybe 10% in or so. So I will check back in a couple days when I'm finished with this one, and we'll see if this guy can prevent himself from getting convicted of murder.